least I made it to the Veteran Auditorium in Culver City by Culver and Overland in Culver City. MLK Day, Veteran, Veteran Auditorium. Let's go over here and check it out in park. I made it here on time. So I figured, yeah, I might well do a double screen. It's at 4117 Overland Boulevard. See, Culver City. That's where it's at, baby, baby. But I don't know who is the guests, so I hope I get some good photos. You see, I ready. I'm staying ready. Let's go to the way. Check out that design, though. What's a cold design? I've been I've been to a lot of events here, meetings and all that stuff. And up the street is the YMCA. You got a swimming pool right in there. And I used to go to a man stag meeting over there and everything. So it's right here. That unite, love, action, people. Us people with action. Well, y'all see, it's just a we will be closed on October. Yeah, all right. Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's an exhibit to the voting act exhibit. You want to check that out?
This is exhibit.
Yeah, this exhibit is the
For,
for the voting act exhibit.
where is the starting point? Right.
I believe I think it goes like that.
Oh.
Be part of the.
All right. So this is the voting exhibit up here. You see, we went through all this, so we got someone to be where I'm at. He ought to talk about this in the struggle to vote. So they put a display out here. Ain't that something? Yeah, let me get something up. See, register to vote, a dangerous experience. Ooh. So we went through all that. And then this right here, suppressing the Black American vote through violence. Do y'all see that? The Voting Rights Act of 1965, and I was born in '64. Cutting the Voting Rights Act, new barriers to voting. Now we really standing up. Voter suppression is un-American. Let me speed it up. See, and this is what Shelby and Holder. Modern voting suppression tactics. So people is videoing over there.
Yes.
So,
I think some more cooking. Yes, but you can make it overnight here, Bryce. Already slow. Hi.
yeah, I said I'm out of there. She had that done it. All right. Yeah, so I got that picture here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think we're just used to it.
So let's get some pictures up there. Got the NAACP beanie on. Do y'all see that? Yeah, NAACP. So let's go on the
Okay.
to see. So we're in here. All right. Thank you, David. I'm telling you.
The legacy of Dr. King. I'd also like to acknowledge my colleagues here today, Vice Mayor Bubba Fish, Councilmember Andrew Ryan, Councilmember. And now I'm going to introduce our fearless leader from Washington, Congresswoman of the 37 districts of which we are in, Sydney Cockbother.
Mayor so tall. Hello, Culver City, how are you?
You ain't coming too?
Hey, Culver City, let's have a round of applause. I just want to give another shout out to our fearless mayor of Culver City, Freddie Busa. Council, Yasmin, my, Lauren, and I think and Ryan. Oh, there he is.
Hey.
Okay.
they're done.
Hello, Rico.
Rick said her?
Oh, what the fuck? Shout out to your state senator.
Oh, what the heck?
You can look for it if you want, all metro related, obviously.
What is that?
Yeah, color pencils and a little coloring activity if you like.
Oh, well, I'm probably give one.
Wolford, manager's office.
Oh, I got food first.
My office, and I probably just make sure that and to the
So I bought some food first too. So we just put the food here?
I believe so, that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, I bought some food. Give me a second, y'all.
We know that he was a man of justice. And he talked
Different food first.
service and
Check those. I got food.
that peaceful approach is disciplined resistance against unjust. I don't know about you, but there is a just system at work every single day in Washington. But what they all fail to realize is that we are huge, deep pockets of resistance, of love, protest, of informed education, of intentional civility, and of
No, I'm gonna do that kind too.
we are not going to stop.
Yeah, those are like the good ones.
Personally, I would have.
Single day,
Yeah, if I see some people from my job, see people from my job.
president forget their obligation to human dignity. And it is the people who must remind him peacefully, persistently, and publicly, also every single day of the week. Because we know that justice doesn't arrive on its own. And we know that people with power who are not morally good do not know how to exercise that power. Which is why checks and balances, protest, intentional civility are critical. Towards the end of his life, Dr. King made sure that civil rights without economic power is incomplete. And he spoke openly about restructuring systems that concentrated wealth, limited opportunity, and denied full participation in democracy. And I don't know about you, but I feel that now every single day as we are fighting against monopolies, as we are fighting against big corporations, as we are continuing to fight for our dignity, self-determination, and the power of democracy. King envisioned Black economic power rooted in politics, the economy, and education, in the vein of fair wages, quality public schools, access to capital, and political representation. Not charity, but ownership. Not tokenism, but power. Dr. King dreamed of America where the government protects the vulnerable, where protest is honored and not punished, and where opportunity is real for everyone. And I don't know about you, but the epicenter of my district, Culver City, you get those words, you get those values.
Yep.
You are part of that continuous struggle. So thank you
So I'm
for
gonna go back up here.
continuing to recognize and honor the life and legacy of Dr. King.
What? Hey, that's it. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Build your city. I am so grateful to have the opportunity to listen, to learn from you, and to live with you. And thank you so much.
Before my speaker, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge all of the MLK junior and junior committee members. If you can stand and wave, please. And all members of the Parks and Recreation Community Services Commission. Also, Madness, she's the executive director.
She must be to go to the other event with half a smile.
Los Angeles.
So keep in mind, Tasha Smiley is having an event on Sunday on his radio station. I don't know if you know.
Love pizzas. Small which witness.
State Senator of the Kennewick District.
Let's give it up for our mayor. Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone. Happy Martin Luther King Day. Let's celebrate. Let's celebrate. Thank you, Dr. King. Thank you, Steve, for putting this phenomenal event together. I want to again thank our mayor, I want to thank our vice mayor.
Send you know.
It's a pleasure to be with you here today, and I always love.
Yeah, I gotta take out some business cards. I forgot.
Because ownership.
So I see. Give me a second. I gotta take out some video.
And understand and welcome this new day of promised land. And we are here. We are here. Culver City is a part of that promised land that Dr. talked about, and that's why it's always good to be with you. I'm Senator Lois Cuevas. I represent the Light 28th District, Culver City being in the middle of that district. We have a little bit of Mar Vista to the west of you, all of South LA, County down into a little bit of Vernon. And I wanted to, as I was coming in, I was reflecting on last week when I had the opportunity to spend time with Culver City youth in government over at the Culver Palms YMCA. There were 300 young students who, over this course of the last 2 years, are preparing for a mock bill presentation in Sacramento that will happen in a couple of weeks. But what they talked about when I was with them last week is they prepared for their training to present their bills was democracy. And they talked about how important democracy is to them. They talked about how important diversity is to democracy. They talked about how Culver City and growing up in Culver City ingrained in them a sense of pride and values about what it means when communities not just tolerate, but learn from one another. Not just live together, but collaborate toward creating a more just and perfect community. Not only talk about what policy and the ways to make community better, but how do we make it better for each other? How do we build a community of care? And so as we celebrate Dr. King and we think about this generation, and this is the future of our legislature, this is the future of our city leaders, I think the beloved community is alive and well, and Culver City is helping to cultivate that. And I want to say in this moment, especially in places like Sacramento, as we are all working to figure out what is the solution
for this regime that has taken hold in our country that wants to instill cruelty, that doesn't believe in the rule of law, that ignores human rights, that criminalizes diversity, that turns the clock back on the dream, but also elements of the dream that we already realized how important it is for us to think about Dr. King and what he taught us. And he taught us that justice is not something that is out of reach, that the arc of the universe is long, but it bends it bends towards that we are the entity that we on that arc to ensure that we build a community of care where we can work together, live together, pray together, celebrate each other, and ensure that
King saw what happened now?
what it
Even
means
before
for
that.
justice, what democracy means to us is realized. He reminded us that love and courage are stronger than hate and fear. He reminded us that true progress unfolds when we come together to lift each other up. He reminds us that an injustice to one is an injustice to all. And I want to
You hear about that justice?
for, and I see
Standing up.
I see the statements in the paper.
You always following something.
Protecting our residents against ICE, for making sure that we
Same thing. Somebody follow me from the other way.
they will come from us. And we understand as the year brings in, we see that this administration is
Then I'm
doubling
gonna get
down
you this one.
on its cruelty. And its
Make the Martin Luther King on the back.
that
Yeah, that's
government are being invested in a way when we're taking dollars out of our healthcare systems. Right now, we're looking at the impact of HR1 and the cuts to Medicaid, and 3 million Angelenos here in this county will lose their health care because of what Trump has done. We're estimating already a count of over 250 healthcare workers who are slated to be laid off in the coming weeks as a result of some of those cuts. We already know 1 million federal workers have been laid off as a result of this administration's actions. And we know that a total of 328,000 arrests have been made nationwide. And the data is showing that an increasing number of individuals without criminal records and pregnant women have now been detained by ICE.
Yeah, they gotta make it.
These acts will continue to be the focus of what we do in the capital of California. It will continue to be the focus of what we do in cities, just like Culver City. We have to resist. We have to retest this violence because Dr. King taught that is how we realize the society that we all want and we know our children deserve. So I want to say thank you again, Culver City, for this amazing celebration, for keeping these values close in our hearts and reminding us of the legacy of Dr. King and understanding that it is not history, it's the actions that we are taking today that ensure that the dream is realized and that our children will have and inherit a Culver City that we know can be the best that it can be because we understand the power of the collective, the power of collective action, the power of collective strategy, and collective vision for what we know is love for one another. So thank you all so much. Thank you again for this wonderful event. I look forward to hearing some of the music and the presentations. And again, when we fight Culver City, we win in the spirit of Reverend Dr. King.
Yeah.
That was really powerful. I think we need to give her another round.
the theme, diversity unites us, love leads us, and action propels us, we want to welcome an amazing, talented group of individuals.
All right.
From the Culver City Middle School Choir and the Culver City High School Vocal Ensemble, and directed by Aaron Holmesmith and Josh Jimenez from the Arts Foundation.
Yeah, so they're about to do the entertainment, y'all. So let me close this. I gotta use the restroom. I gotta use the restroom more. Uh, and that's about it. This is the program. Start the, so till then, take care. See if I can sign this thing out. Oh, we got the babies. So
Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to figure out how to sign out on the phone. So live stop. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I hope you're sign.